Is it true that Eric B he wanted to sign you to Death Row East at one point?
Um, yeah, Suge was starting Death Row East, and he was gonna let Eric B run it, and they had me come out to L.A. to meet with Suge. We went out to L.A. and then Suge was like, you know, yo, you want to roll to the Tyson fight? Well, yeah. So then we end up leaving and going to Vegas. We get to Vegas. This is not the fight that Pac passed that. This is not that fight. This is the one before that. We go to Vegas and I think it was in a restaurant or something talking. And he's asked me about, working with artists on the label. And, I told him, well, yeah, I definitely want to work with Pac. I'd like to do something with Corrupt and even Lady of Rage, And then, Pac came over and, he was saying, that, he want to work with me too, blah, 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 blah. And then Suge was like, well, let's stop talking about it. Let's make it happen. We can make this happen tonight. So then we get on a flight and fly right back to LA, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. And we go in the studio and the first thing that happened was the young cast that was one of the Pac groups. They ran it for him as soon as we walked in the door. Yo, Lauryn Hill was talking about you. Yo, Mobb Deep was dissing you, man. So Pac went into a room and started writing rhymes, going at Lauryn and Mobb Deep in them. And I went into another room and I wrote this song for MC Hammer that he about for an idea that he had. I wrote this song for him, and then Hammer played this other joint when he used the Junior Too Late, and me and Pac put a verse on that, and then that's when somebody came in and was like, yo, well, he didn't say Suge, he said Mr. Knight is ready to see you, and I came in, and as soon as I walked in Suge office, these two big ass Rockwallers came around and started sniffing around me and stuff, you know, and I'm like, Suge, walked over to his desk, sat down, and tapped the chair or his leg, I think, like that, and they ran, and the dogs came and sat right next to him. So I'm like, oh, okay, it's one of these meetings. But we talked, and it was a good conversation. He offered me more money than I asked for, but you know, it was the type of thing where he also offered to give me I think 100 stacks, just for pocket money, and we didn't have no deal signed. I mean, it's like you sign a record deal, you get an advance that's recoupable. They got you. I would be in debt anyway. But I mean, that whole yo, here goes something for you to hold. I don't do that. That's just you know what I'm saying. That's to me, that means something else. You know, that's their own niche. You know what I'm saying? And I just wasn't. So I just was like, nah, I'm good. And I bounced. Like that next morning, I took a flight and went back to the East Coast because I was just like, this ain't me, you know. But I mean, I appreciate Suge looking out and wanting to rock with me because you got to understand, even though there was East Coast, West Coast beef going on, there wasn't one East Coast label knocking on Kane's door. All right. So there was not one single East Coast label saying, yo, I want to sign Kane. So if this man got the bag and want to show love, yeah, I sit and talk with you. And it's that simple. And like what I was saying, the very top of the conversation, I said what I said. He wanted to talk, I went to listen. Because nobody on the East Coast was knocking on my door, you know. But as men, you should know. I mean, especially men that grew up on the street, you should know what's what. And something don't feel right, don't fuck with it. And I chose not to. But I do appreciate Suge, extending the opportunity, and more importantly, upping the money, because we started at 400,000 and ended at 1 million, and that wasn't me going up; that was him going up. Yeah, because I mean, I asked for 400,000. He said that's an odd number. He was like, why don't you? why wouldn't you just ask for 500? I was like, okay, 500 it is. And then he's like, nah, you Big Daddy Kane. You a household name, man. You a household name. People know who you are. All you need is the right music. He's like, just like like Tupac is a household name now. Snoop Dogg is a household name now. I be trying to tell them Dog Pound niggas that, and they just want to keep screaming Daz Dillinger and Corrupt. They don't. I'm sorry. He said that I be trying to tell them that they need to be screaming Daz Dillinger and Corrupt, and they want to keep screaming Dog Pound instead of making their names household name. And that's why them niggas only look. But look, he said that's why them niggas only sold double platinum. And I'm like, double platinum is low to you? Oh my man. You know what I'm saying? I found that interesting. Like he felt like 2-time platinum is low numbers. I'm like, I like your way of thinking. Respect. Okay. But then, you know, when the thing was said about the 100,000, I was like, nah, I'm good. You know, nah, I'm good.
Wow, that's disgusting, bro. At that time, nobody from New York was checking for you?
Nah.
Like, for everything you did for the city and shit? Like, nobody? Yeah, that's wild,
Yeah, I
bro.
mean, none of the labels on the East Coast was trying to sign me. You know?